Welcome, wonderful people, to Shiro's Reflections. Before we start, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and share widely so that you can be able to reach as many people who are interested in content like this. Today, I want us to talk about a happy topic. It is the season to be merry. It is the season for weddings. And of course, all the bars around, we know which wedding is trending right now. Bolo and Mueni. And I must say, I wish the happy couple, I give them my hearty congratulations. I wish them a blessed life, a happy marriage. I wish them all good things and nothing bad about marriage. Marriage is such a happy institution, it's such a precious thing. If it is for you, please enjoy it. And Mueni, well done, girl. Now, of course, we have things to say, naturally. I, for one, I actually love the dress that they wore, or their outfits. Red. Red is actually my favorite color. And red is such, if you ask me, a Kenyan color. I think all of us like red. The Maasai, for instance, the Maasai shukas, one thing that is really striking is actually their red. But to each his own. Of course, there are those people who are saying that that particular outfit was actually not African enough. That they ought to have actually worn outfits that really bring out their ethnicity at large. And I thought to myself, traditional dress, for them that will be scissor skirts, topless, really. When you talk about traditional dress, how far are we willing to go? Well, of course, my community, we know, we are the ones who wear those shukas, you know, those muddy ones with cowrie shells. And I really wonder where my people got cowrie shells from. But anyway, I wasn't there at that time, so I wouldn't know. But really, how far are we going to go? And I think anything bright and colorful, if you ask me, is really African, is really Kenyan, is really who we are. We like strong color, and I think it blends very well with our skin tones. But that aside, remember, I still wish them well. Now here comes the story that they actually did an interview. Well done, Mueni and Bolo. And people had everything to say about that particular interview. But what struck me most was this idea that they met 10 years ago, and let's just say the Shiro, in this case Mueni, had a 2-bedroom house, and dear Bolo, I don't know where he was living, but he was not doing well. He was not on his feet financially. He had not yet put his ducks in a row. You know, a man needs to arrange his ducks, you know, all of them in a row, and they fit, and everything fits. He had not yet done that 10 years ago. And yet Mueni agreed to date him, agreed to stay by his side, and now 10 years later, Bolo is a different person. And that is what I have been saying here on Shiro's Reflections. Sometimes it's good to look at somebody's potential. Try and see, is this somebody that you can actually be able to build with? Because sometimes a man just needs that person, and in this case, that Mueni, to actually come and put his ducks in a row. You know? It doesn't mean that he was a bad person. It just meant that he needed to do 1, 2, 3 things, organize himself, so that now he can present himself to the world the way he is right now. I believe they are financially stable, or at least they have some money to them, because that wedding was really a good thing. It was attended by who is who, and I just hope, as big as the wedding is, I hope their joy will even be triple that. Now for the question of the day. Who deserves a good man? Who deserves a good man? If you look at Bolo, because you're using that example, I think he's a good man. He's come a long way. And now that Mueni is in his life, does she deserve him? Is she too much for him? Is she an embarrassment to him? Because she's very mouthy. She was doing all the talking, and he was just quiet, and she has aired all the dirty linen in public. Really? Really? It's beyond me. Because I actually think that the person who actually deserves a good man is the person who has been with that good man through thick and thin, who has actually proven herself not to just be there for the good times, and when things actually get thick, that she hits the road. I think a good woman deserves a good man. And if you ask me, a good woman is that woman who will be there for you through thick and through thin. She was there when Bolo was among the have-nots. She is there when Bolo is among the haves. And it will be such a shame if Bolo or any other man would actually exchange a woman who was there for you when you are counted among the have-nots, and now that you're being counted among the haves, you decide that you need a different woman. Who said that women are categorized into two categories, those who build and those who use? Because if she has been there for building, what makes you think that she's not good enough now for the use? Do you want to tell me that this is the time that Mueni has started being outspoken, that she has always been quiet, that she has never been mouthy? I don't think so. And if he loved her that time and has even loved her more to even actually marry her, then I think all we can do is actually to wish that happy couple all our blessings and to wish them all the good things that actually come with marriage. And it is also a challenge to us. Are we able to actually stand up for that? And who says that every time there is a man and a woman, that the woman has always to be the one in distress? You know, this story of the damsel in distress, I think we sometimes take it too far. What was wrong with the fact that when they met, that Mueni actually had a few coins she could rub together, and Bolo was really just trying to find a coin that he can shine upon another coin? What's wrong with that? Why are we also looking at women only in regards to if she has more money, then she should not date a man who is lower, who is less financially able? Many, many women are supporting their homes right now. And I think it is absolutely fine for as long as everybody is okay with it. I don't see what the problem is, because this is what I believe. When you come together, then it becomes your marriage. It stops being one person and another person. We bring what we have together, we multiply it, and we build a future together, and we come out of it much stronger. So I think I will wind up with that by saying it doesn't always have to be the dame in distress. It can be anybody who is in distress. And that does not mean that they're not a good marriage partner. It doesn't always have to be rich boy, poor girl, or rich girl, poor boy. It can be anything, and anything can mix in between. So I wind up and I say to Mueni and Bolo, to happily ever after.